We're here with Danny Morgan. How we doing, man?
What's up, doing great, and how are you folks?
Oh,
Super well.
good. We just planned on like kicking back and watching some tattoos. That's really all we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
We don't really gotta do much, but we get to watch from kind of firsthand. That's a crazy Cronenberg Joker. I
Yeah,
like that.
I remember this from yesterday. This is absolutely a good one. This is a contender for sure.
I don't think I've seen a design like that yet.
I have not.
Some of these are
that's
some
unique.
gnarly tattoos. Did you see Russ's?
Complementary colors are cool. I did see Russ's. It's fucking sick.
Oh man, I didn't
Fucking
get
sick.
to see what it was covering up, but
He did something on her upper arm that kind of trailed over onto it.
oh
Okay.
So I don't.
He was working on. I know he's working on that face Friday.
Right.
And they did the other face Saturday. They did the entire middle.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
had a
middle
long
and
weekend
top
on
today,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was working a lot today, and he doesn't stop working. Like he doesn't take many breaks except just for smoke breaks, and he's right back in here working.
But he was here super early and working until really late. That guy gets it.
Did you work multiple days on the tattoo you did?
I did. 3 days. Yeah.
All 3 days?
Yep.
So what parts of the tattoo got done each day?
I did the inner calf, the
Mhm.
horse Friday. Did the lady portrait Saturday, and then background tying in with his other existing work today.
Like the cathedral kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and then the smoky
Yep.
kind of background.
Yes.
That's killer, man.
Pretty
This
easy
is
to
I
do.
love this.
Yeah,
one.
that
one's an
I was
amazing
looking at
portrait.
that over there. It's beautiful.
I didn't get to
Those
see
eyes.
it. I didn't get to see it in person yet because I keep just seeing it on screen, and I know that cameras don't do
Yeah.
tattoos justice like they
No,
should.
Not at all.
One
yeah.
day, maybe one day.
Yeah, we gotta get a better camera. Right now we're just working with what we got.
It's crazy how your eyes will filter the glare and shit for you.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then you
it's-
see
it's
it in
absurd,
a photo,
man.
and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy the things your brain does for you. This guy's got a lot of work.
Oh,
Oh,
a
The
ton.
one on screen.
I've judged them legs many times.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
what's
they're,
your
they're
what's
all
your
color portraits.
what's your
Yeah.
favorite color portrait on him? Though?
On him,
It's a hard one, but the
King
Pat-
Griffey Jr.
King Griffey Jr.
Yep,
I'll have to
that
look
was
at it.
fantastic.
that's my favorite one on his leg.
I really like the
Okay.
Andy Reid. Dude, there's not a bad one.
Well,
in
you
the bunch.
can't.
There's
You,
so
you also
many.
can't be partial to like a biased character because you
No,
like that
I'm not,
character
because
either.
I'm not into
Agreed.
sports whatsoever.
Right. But that's
that
the most
portrait,
well executed
yeah, yeah.
tattoo on
To me,
anything.
is the best
100%.
one on his leg.
I love that. We're gonna take a look at
Quality,
it. here in a little
baby, quality.
I see it.
Yes.
bit. I see it. I can see it from here. The one it's like on his front calf a little
I
bit,
think
like
so,
right by
yeah.
his shin.
Inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. Yep, that's the one right
and
there.
then the Mike Tyson one's pretty
Yeah,
pretty
Oh.
deep.
yeah, they're all awesome.
Yeah. Point a
But
bad one out.
If I
'cause
got to
don't
pick a
see it.
favorite, it's that King Griffey.
Absolutely.
There's some heavy hitters here, man. You're one of them. You're in the
Oh,
OGs.
yeah.
Hell.
Let's not be
But
mistaken.
yeah, come on, man. Come
And thanks
on,
for
man.
thanks for finding some time to come and hang with us, man. Absolutely.
I'm honored.
Yeah, this
Thanks
is
for having me.
well. You were I've kind of taken something from everybody that's, I've met here, and
Yeah.
it's funny. I didn't even realize
you
it
should.
till like today. I was like, motherfucker, because I take some stuff from you as far as like the slower is always kind of better. Like you can get that buttery, smooth kind of first pass ish, or you just fuck it. Well, the main thing I took from you though was that you told me it used to just be black and pressure.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, don't overcomplicate it. Kind of like
Right.
it used to just be black and pressure.
We
Like,
Yep.
talked about that.
If you can build a tattoo with just black and pressure, it's going to stand the test of time. And your gray wash and shit you put in afterwards is just icing on the cake. Sprinkles.
so it's
you know?
always gonna be that way.
Yeah.
like it'll always.
If you
feel
got
that.
a nice, readable tattoo from a distance, it's going to be a badass tattoo for a long time. And black is what it takes.
Wise words from
Yeah.
Danny Morgan over
Couldn't
here.
have said it better myself.
The vape
guys.
god. Do you still have that big giant box mod?
Oh, of course I do. I don't
Is it-
ever use it anymore.
It's still around.
Why don't you use it anymore?
Because these little bastards are too handy.
They are, and nobody really gives a shit. You know, which is
those
nice.
are concealable. You could hit them anywhere.
Yeah.
Did you see our? Did you see our?
bathroom?
And I'll talk to you about it because.
Oh, what do we got there?
Oh, calm down.
Tip money?
But no, I'm gonna give you
That's
one
for
of
our
these.
camera guy.
I'm gonna give you one of these.
Hell yeah.
After we get done and whatever when we're getting packed up. But do you know where this logo came from?
I do not. No.
That was, and this is crazy because in our industry it's getting pretty crazy. This was Midjourney AI
Oh yeah.
created our logo.
I believe it.
And I'm like looking at it and it's like I would change the contrast a little. Like this specific image is a little
on the one
over
behind us,
Right.
definitely.
overexposed because we got this made in a day. We got this made in a day, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't
shit.
even. I can't even be mad.
Yeah.
It was rush.
But you can tell it's overexposed a little bit, like up
Yeah.
in here. But it really made for like a good logo, I think.
Yeah.
There's like the top of the microphone, you could tell it gets a little muddy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
AI has a problem with fine replicating details, such as fingers, teeth,
I
lips
noticed that.
sometimes.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, I noticed that,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
But as it gets better, do you think it's gonna be something that's a go-to on people's like?
I think it already
References.
is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's
It's getting
no
there.
way
I've used it.
won't.
I know other artists that have used it.
Is
It's-
Midjourney your go-to, or do you like other AI bots?
I don't even know the name of the one that I have tried. I need to get one of the good paid ones though, for sure.
Midjourney,
That's where
it's a
heading.
little hard
Yeah.
to start because it's on Discord,
Mhm.
which has always been a gaming chat thing,
right.
and you have to type in it's \imagine prompt, and then type in what you want as a description.
Right.
And I've noticed a lot of people that know about photography can really give it a good description
Mhm.
because they know like the names
Yeah.
for all the apertures.
It's all about the little
Yeah,
keywords
yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
And like the angle, there's a name for every angle.
really?
Yeah, and they know how to hit the nail on the
Yeah.
head. What-
First we had to be tattooers, and then we had to be photographers, and then
Then graphic
videographers,
artists.
and now we got to be programmers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Now we are running AI.
You got to keep
That's
up, man.
scary.
You got to keep up.
Man.
Unfortunately, you got to keep up. I think we're gonna be able to
Crazy.
see some more. Is this the end of the category? Is this black and gray portrait? Go ahead and start.
Yeah, go ahead,
Let's see
my
some
man.
of them. What do we got? Okay, that's the Godfather
yeah.
one we saw.
Gangsters.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that Marlon Brando.
There you go. Good
Yeah,
focus.
that's a tiny little portrait right there.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
got another small one down towards the bottom.
And I was really trying
Yeah.
to express how absolutely ridiculously hard it is to do any kind of portrait or
Oh
face.
man, if
this
you're
big.
off a pencil point width on an eye, it looks like a foot on a small portrait.
All of a sudden, it's a whole new person that
Yeah.
you're tattooing. Yeah, it's scary shit.
Yeah, that I did like
Chris
that one.
Farley. I've seen a couple of
I
him
love that
this
dude.
weekend, to be honest with you, and I'm loving it.
What's that?
Chris Farley.
Chris
Really?
Farley tattoos.
I don't think the other one was entered that we saw. I think it was like next to a piece or something.
It was on top of one. I do
Yes,
remember,
yeah.
but that was this
got-
one. That geometric right below
No,
it.
there's definitely another one. I don't remember.
Is there?
It might have been yesterday.
That's a nice portrait.
Oh wow.
I like old folks, and he got some fine detail in that beard.
Yeah, and the teeth look like they're kind of taking the test of time too.
Yep.
You know, those nice like
Absolutely.
fine lines, the gray lines.
Yeah, that is soft
It-
shade.
from a judge's perspective, I'd much rather see a healed tattoo than a fresh one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it
wouldn't
does
think
make
that,
sense. It
but-
does make sense.
Okay, all right. Yeah, as far as I want to see how it looks later on, that totally makes sense. 'Cause
Right.
Yeah,
That's
there's
ultimately.
no. Well, you can.
Yeah,
You can.
how's it look this weekend? How's it look in a year, bud?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I want to know.
That's why I'd rather see a heel.
100%.
Tim Richardson, he lines his portraits,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the style's pretty. You want to talk about taking the test of time?
Oh,
Right.
A hard
yeah,
line's always
absolutely.
It'll be
Yep.
there in 10 years.
Yes.
You know.
Yep.
I saw
and
a.
fairly unique when you're
And
putting that
I
up.
like that style.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, I told him, I'm like, you know, you're kind of like one of the last Chicano artists I know. Because,
Yeah.
like, you are. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because He's white as fuck, and usually, like people like Jimmy
We love you,
Garcia.
Tim.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're always gonna see that. But man, he fits the style. Even look at him.
Absolutely.
He's always got the braids.
Bro, Tim rules. Tim's kicks ass.
You know, that's one thing I have a little bit of an issue with is simplifying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Putting lines in a portrait and stylizing it. I find
Fair.
myself a slave to the reference a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, I noticed with like one of the biggest things I've been learning lately was like Tony Frank and Benny Gonzalez. I don't know if you know who those two are, but they're just like they're similar styles, but they do kind of that same thing. They separate with lines a lot,
Yeah.
and it ends up really.
It's more fun to tattoo that way to me.
And I
I've
feel like
done
it
it
is
a few
going to kind of
times and I
last a
like
little bit
it.
longer.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, like your portraits are crazy, dude. I'll just say that.
Beyond, man. We wanted you for this category for a reason, brother.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
Thank
Yeah.
you, fellas.
A good judge of just overall, really, like, because most of the things we're talking about is like how hard was it to apply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
Portraits
talking
definitely
about.
take some finesse.
To the guy who applies it very well, he's gonna know more than I know.
especially like the really soft black and gray. It's just one of those things where like I'll try to use a mag for the whole thing.
Yeah. I normally use a Mac for
What
90,
size?
95%.
What size?
It just depends on the piece.
I've found myself using a 7 a lot.
Most of the time I'll lean towards the smaller ones, but if I had to pick, like say I had to pick one mag to use from here on out, probably an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Zach is always using his 11s, especially for
I'd rather
portraits.
not just pick one. but
Right.
Oh, God,
If I
yeah.
had to, an 11.
Yeah. I think the part I did have a huge problem with not using round shaders. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot to be gained in using round
Oh yeah,
shaders.
absolutely.
They have their
And
purpose.
I'll
You
either
can-
use a liner or a mag.
You can pack smaller areas and feather it out without it looking too harsh with the
Mhm.
round shader. If you try to get in like eyelashes and shit like that with a liner, a lot of times they stand out because they're oversaturated compared to everything else.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
it's in there hard.
Right,
You know what I mean? Where
right.
a round shader, you can finesse
So like
it
a
little
real
more.
small round shader, but a round shader
Yeah, like a
nonetheless.
3 round shader.
Because it is. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a smudge brush is what
Yeah.
I would
That's
call it.
Yeah.
Genius,
You know?
actually. I've never thought about that, but that makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I was talking to oh shit. I'm so terrible with names.
It's also been a long weekend.
it
We
somebody
won't, we
that-
won't judge you.
Is it somebody here?
Yeah.
You could explain them to me, and I'd probably be able to tell
I'm
you.
terrible.
Go ahead.
If we see
what
him,
did
we'll
they tell
point him
you?
out.
What did they tell you?
We were talking about round shaders and liners, and he
Yeah.
had the same perspective as me, where when you hit it with a liner, it's fucking in there,
Mhm.
and you can tell it. It just looks different.
It's
than
a
with a round
different
shader.
like textural value
Yeah.
at even the end of the tattoo.
Yep, absolutely.
It's almost more cut in, like not to
Right.
say cut in, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's in there for sure.
Mhm.
The saturation is
Absolutely.
super solid.
And
Yeah,
I just
I'm
like
definitely trying that out when we get back home.
I like softer edges, especially in a portrait.
Yes.
I don't want a whole
Oh, I
lot of
remember your-
real hard edges because we don't have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking at
And-
you
and-
guys, there are very few really hard edges.
Yeah,
Right.
in a natural state, that's not how things are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
Oh, my bad, dude. That thing's always getting out.
That's why we brought him on.
Joe Bridges making a cameo. Are they wrapping up judging for color portrait? Is that what this is? I'm gonna have to be ready on the mic. I got an ambient mic out there, so you can really hear everything.
Absolutely.
But it's so much easier to talk like this
Oh, yeah.
than it is like. Could you imagine?
Right.
Like we're talking through it, you know.
Yeah.
So I just keep turning it on when she makes the mic hot. She's giving away that. Did you do the butthole on that unicorn
No,
up there?
I did not. Absolutely not.
I heard otherwise,
even
actually. He
talking
did
about?
not bring that out of nowhere.
That's funny, bro. I was looking at it and I was like, I'll do something simple like a CFAC. I'm like, what did Danny do? He's like, did that skull. All right, hold on. So we got a winner.
Second place is number 26 with Robert. Robert, number 26.
That's Excellent job, guys.
Jeremy Taylor.
Jeremy Taylor.
Talk about a heavy hitter.
Do we know which portrait that was?
Number 27.
No, I don't.
Kalina.
I hope it's Ken Griffey Jr.
I think, yeah, it was interesting.
In
for sure.
retrospect, I kind of hope so now, yeah. 1 out of 48? I don't know,
Oh my
man.
God.
Alex Garcia. First place.
Nice.
Awesome job.
What was that one? Do we know which one that one was?
I do
Hang
not.
on just a second. We'll see if we get the contestant up here.
I'll be able to tell. That's not the whole cat. Oh, wow. Wow. Biggest category so far. We've only seen the first 5.
You told me 10 minutes.
Yeah. 20 minutes.
The thing
Take
about
a shot
Zach,
of Patron.
he's a liar. Ooh. 10 minutes. You believe this
Little
guy?
Cheech and
No,
Chong
I
boy.
didn't.
Definitely done at the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those are done well. They've got nice readable volume, which is one of the first things that I always look for.
Yeah, because you always got to be looking for basics, right? You
Yeah,
gotta be like that
you want to
basic-
nail those shadows and lights. but-
Right.
Especially when it comes to portraits that are done in non-color, how readable is it is very important.
So,
Did I do that?
For I haven't done a black portrait yet. Like I haven't done like
Really?
a black guy as a portrait yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I've
New goals, bud.
no Native American, no African American.
ambiguous?
I could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I have
could be
done
correct all
dark-skinned
day.
folks as portraits, but only on dark-skinned folks. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever done a dark-skinned person on a light-skinned person.
Fair enough. Fair
Okay.
enough.
Does it make it easier with like the contrast of the image already? So like
Man, I love tattooing black people, black and gray. I
Really?
love it. Yeah.
you can use
Portraits
it. You
and
can
stuff?
use it
Yeah.
for contrast more,
And their
right?
skin is just. It's always like perfect inner bicep skin on a white person, but all over their body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
I
different.
love
That's
it.
crazy
folks,
that you
and
say that because a
that's
lot
how
of
it
people.
is.
You have to be a
Here's a
little
Dorothy.
careful because they will scar a little easier normally, I find. But
Like the texture.
yeah,
texture.
like
tattoo,
lines will raise on them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Fair,
yeah, as
fair.
far as working their skin, I love it.
I
Love
did a
Absolutely.
bear. I did a bear,
That Maryland
and
shit.
it stuck really well. I was surprised
Mhm.
with the results, honestly. Like
yeah.
I just tattooed how I'd normally tattoo and used lighter values for my lighter
Right.
values, and
I normally try to ease up on my middle values when I'm doing
so just
a
that
dark-skinned
big
person, a
the
portrait or
big
something.
dark bold black, and then
A little
Yeah,
more
I'll
extreme
still
end of the
use
spectrum.
them, but less.
but they're already there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yep.
why I
Yep.
don't.
Agreed.
Because anything you add to it's just going to make it darker. So
Yeah.
your middle tones are already kind of there.
You got to think about this, guys. It's like when you put solid black on brown construction paper, or like even like a Native American, like a red type of skin.
Like
You know what I mean? Like a
undertones
like,
of
a,
red,
like
yeah.
a brown red, and
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
olive skin. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And all the tones are different.
Everyone's skin's different, man. That's
Yeah,
that's
and
real.
you're never going to have true black, and you're never going to have true white.
100%.
I have.
I
are you
try to
talking
tell
about on
people
heel
that all
out?
the-
Like
yeah.
on heel out.
Yeah.
I have noticed because like melanin in the skin grows over
Yeah.
top of the
Well,
white.
even in a white person, you're never going to have true black. If
Yeah.
you hold something black up against the black in his tattoos, the darkest black he's got,
right.
it's not fucking
No,
black.
It's just the,
You know?
it's the darkest
Yeah.
gray
Yeah, right.
almost that it can
So
be.
that's-
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
real.
As tattooers, we're working with a limited value range. Like if you have black to white, you have to cut off like at least I don't
Yeah,
know
just the
20% of each end.
Yeah.
You know,
the radical of
we have the
each
middle
spectrum.
to work
On a
with.
good
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. 100%.
Are we still in
Yeah, we got quite a few in this.
Man, there
looks
is a
like
lot in
we
this one.
have a handful more before we have the tail end here of the black and gray portrait.
What do you see? What number are you in black and gray portrait? 15? Do what? 15 through. Okay, so there's 30, right? You're 15.
On
He
just
said
that
he's
guy,
15 through
He's
30.
15
Oh.
by himself.
Yeah,
and
he
he's
has
number
15
15
entries.
Man.
So that guy's not fucking around. That's pretty cool.
right?
Oh man, I got to see a few on him. I got to see the Jelly Roll, the Willie Nelson. There's some real good pieces on there.
Okay, so this is animation. It looks like we're into animation.
Okay, he was the last one, 15 through 30.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
All right, I got to go get my boy Tim Richardson real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Right on.
And Danny, it was nice talking to you, and I appreciate your time, brother.
It was nice
Absolutely.
hanging out.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, my man. Goodness. These animation
looks
pieces are
nice,
still,
yeah.
just crazy.
All stippled.
A lot of time put into those. My God.
Yeah, patience. Right on. I'm going to slide out of here.
Thank
Thanks,
you
folks.
again, Danny Morgan, everybody.
Appreciate you, Danny. Come on in, Tim.